Today on MUFC Pulse, we'll dive into some incredibly intriguing news. German giants eyeing up United midfielder, and Antoine Semenyo's shocking pre-match statement. For more on this story, check out the video. We also have some equally exciting football news coming up, so stay tuned until the end to catch it all. Welcome to MUFC Pulse. Don't forget to subscribe and press the bell for more updates. German giants eye United midfielder. Manchester United midfielder, Kobbie Mainoo, is reportedly someone who could be a prospective transfer target for Bayern Munich. Mainoo is not currently thought to be a top priority for Bayern, but he is an option that could be one to watch. The England international is struggling for playing time at Man United at the moment, having started only one game all season and none in the Premier League. Given that the 2026 World Cup is approaching, Mainoo will surely want to be playing regular first-team football in the second half of the season to give himself a chance of making Thomas Tuchel's England squad. Mainoo might not currently be a top target for Bayern, but he will surely be leaving Old Trafford soon after an unhappy first half of the season under Ruben Amorim. Amorim has drawn some criticism for his treatment of Mainoo, and it would certainly be a risk to let him join another top European club, as the backlash from fans could be fierce if the 20-year-old goes on to develop into a world-class player. Mainoo showed great potential when he first broke into the United first team as a teenager, becoming a regular under Erik ten Hag. It's not clear why Amorim won't make more use of Mainoo, and it could end up being a decision he and United live to regret. Not only is Mainoo a fine young player with what is surely a big future ahead of him, but replacing him with another midfielder of that caliber would surely cost huge money, whereas Mainoo rose up from the club's academy, so cost them nothing. Antoine Semenyo's pre-match verdict on the United away day. Manchester United are set to host Bournemouth in a Premier League Matchday 16 clash at Old Trafford. Ahead of the fixture, one of Bournemouth star players Antoine Semenyo has become a major focus. Not only has he been performing exceptionally well for the Cherries, but he is also a top target for numerous Premier League clubs, with Manchester United reportedly very keen on securing his services to bolster their front line. Semenyo, who has become a linchpin for AFC Bournemouth in the English Premier League, is one of the hottest names swirling around the transfer market. At 25 years old, his impressive displays, particularly early in the 2025-2026 season, have fueled considerable speculation regarding a potential move. The rumours have intensified with reports suggesting serious interest from United, who are allegedly prepared to splash out a significant sum or even involve a player exchange to secure his signature. The Ghana international is renowned for his versatility in attack, capable of operating as a central striker, right winger, or second striker. Semenyo joined Bournemouth from Bristol City on the 27th of January, 2023 for an initial fee of approximately £10 million. He demonstrated his long-term commitment to the South Coast club by extending his contract, which is now set to run until the 30th of June, 2030. The upward trajectory of his game has seen Semenyo's valuation skyrocket. It is estimated that Semenyo has a £65 million release clause that becomes active in the January 2026 transfer window, cementing his status as one of the most prized assets outside the traditional Big Six clubs. Semenyo is considered highly valuable due to four special qualities: positional versatility, which allows him to be effective across the entire attacking line; exceptional pace and energy, a key weapon on the counter-attack, and his consistent goals and assists contribution. In 15 Premier League appearances, he has already racked up 6 goals and 3 assists. Antoine Semenyo's performance is not just visually appealing but is also underpinned by statistical data that places him amongst the most efficient forwards in the Premier League. Semenyo's involvement in his team's goals is also remarkably high, accounting for around 82% of Bournemouth's total goals, highlighting his central role. In terms of offensive threat and aggression, Semenyo is one of the most frequent to test the opposition keeper, taking 2.23 shots per game. Crucially, his shooting accuracy is also excellent, with 1.23 shots on target per match, and he has created 30 chances. Another quality that makes Semenyo stand out is his successful dribbling ability, averaging 1.62 per 90 minutes, making him a dynamic force in beating opposing players. Ahead of the game, Antoine Semenyo was asked about the transfer rumours, and he responded with a relaxed manner. He stated that he was very pleased to be courted by so many big clubs, revealing that he hopes to play for one of them someday. He added that, for the time being, Bournemouth is his team, and his sole focus is on helping the Cherries, noting that playing well is his duty there. He also expressed hope of defeating United at Old Trafford to boost Bournemouth's current 13th place standing. Antoine Semenyo transfer saga is heating up following reports of Manchester United's serious intent to acquire his services. To circumvent Semenyo's estimated £65 million release clause, the Red Devils are reportedly ready to execute a major maneuver, either involving 3 players in a swap deal or selling them to fund the transfer. This aggressive step underscores Man United's strong commitment to a comprehensive squad overhaul under new manager, Ruben Amorim. Reports mention 3 key players most frequently linked with being part of a clear-out or sale to raise the Semenyo funds. First is Marcus Rashford, who is either on loan at Barca or could be sold as he is reportedly not part of Amorim's long-term tactical plans. The second player is Jadon Sancho, who is once again rumored to be heading out on loan, primarily due to ongoing disciplinary issues and a continuous lack of compatibility with the club's and manager's philosophy. Finally, Tyrell Malaysia is also on the list of players being considered for a loan move. His prolonged injury status and the belief that he does not feature in the primary squad projections at left-back are the main reasons. This maneuver confirms that Manchester United are heavily prioritizing Semenyo as a key target to inject much-needed pace, energy, and goal contribution into their attacking line. Aside from Manchester United, other elite clubs like fierce rivals Liverpool and also Arsenal are reportedly monitoring the situation. Manchester United eye January loan deal for midfield option. Manchester United are reportedly set to revive their interest in a potential midfield addition during the upcoming January transfer window. The club is actively monitoring the situation of Atletico Madrid's dynamic central player, Conor Gallagher, who is seen by the Old Trafford hierarchy as a prime try-before-you-buy candidate should the Spanish giants be amenable to a temporary exit. United's intent to be active in the midfield market is clear, and Gallagher features prominently among the players whose availability they are scrutinizing ahead of the market reopening. The core of United's interest lies in the uncertainty surrounding Gallagher's future at the Wanda Metropolitano. Club strategists believe that a short-term loan arrangement would provide crucial depth to Ruben Amorim's squad, mitigating existing issues in the engine room. Crucially, a loan spell would afford United the invaluable opportunity to thoroughly evaluate the player's suitability for the Premier League and the club system before committing to the significant financial outlay of a permanent acquisition. However, the feasibility of any January switch for the highly rated £204,000 a week star is entirely dependent on the willingness of Atletico Madrid to cooperate. As it stands, there have been no firm indications from the Spanish club that they are actively preparing to sanction a loan move, nor have formal negotiations commenced between the two clubs. United's current stance is one of monitoring the situation closely, rather than being engaged in active dialogue. Gallagher's role under the demanding management of Diego Simeone has been somewhat inconsistent, fluctuating throughout the current campaign. Yet, sources indicate that his position within the squad has not deteriorated to the point where Atletico's specific plans for him in January are publicly known or finalized. Consequently, United are proceeding with caution, ready to pounce should a window of opportunity present itself. A permanent transfer mid-season is deemed highly improbable by the Manchester United board. The club prefers the financial and tactical flexibility provided by a loan deal that incorporates an option, but crucially, not an obligation to buy. This structure aligns with United's broader strategic vision for midfield reinforcement. Over the next 18 months, Manchester United are expected to make a substantial investment in reshaping their midfield department. Gallagher's name has now been formally added to a curated list of potential solutions. The Old Trafford club faced frustration in previous transfer windows, having been unable to finalize deals for their primary midfield targets despite significant effort. The current indications suggest a more measured approach will be adopted this time around. United's strategy appears to involve a controlled, high-quality addition in the winter market, likely on loan, which will then be followed by a far more substantial, high-profile midfield signing during the subsequent summer transfer window. A player of Gallagher's profile is highly desirable as a controllable mid-season option. He possesses the requisite energy, an established ability to press effectively, and valuable positional versatility that appeals directly to the club's needs. He fits the mold of a much-needed injection of drive and dynamism. Ultimately, United's next move hinges on receiving clear direction from the Spanish capital. Should Atletico Madrid signal their openness to a loan agreement, Gallagher will immediately become a leading, active possibility. If, conversely, the Colchoneros elect to retain his services, United are prepared to swiftly pivot to other midfielders with similar attributes, a list of players who are also known to be under observation by rival heavyweights like Manchester City and Liverpool. Hit that like button, subscribe, and let us know in the comment your opinion.